Hello, YouTube. Now, please don't freak out because I know some of you probably are. Because honestly, who is this new person and what have they done with Kyler? Now, honestly, this whole video has a lot in it. And if you aren't if you're not interested in a long video, then probably should click off of this one. So basically, there are a few things different with me. You can probably already tell. First things first is that my username has changed, or my YouTube name has changed. Now, I have to let you guys know something. Unless you're already following me on my social media, then you probably already know. But I've changed my name to Kaya. And I know that might come as a shock to some of you guys because if you've been following me for a really long time, I've said that I loved my old name Kyler and that I probably wasn't going to change it. And you're right, I wasn't planning on changing it until a lot of things happened to me. And I changed my mind. Sorry, but I did. Because honestly, there have been a lot of traumatic things in my life that have happened. And I don't want to play the victim here. I'm not trying to play the victim, but I just want to be able to move on from that. And I hate hearing my old name because so much is attached to that name. Now, I have good memories with that name, and I have wonderful people who I knew when I was still going by that name. I'm not erasing them. Don't worry, I'm not erasing you guys. But I want to be able to move on from the horrible, horrible past that I had with that name. And sure, I'll remember the good times I had with the name that I had. But overall, I just want to be able to move on with my new name. Now, the next thing is how did I choose Kaya? And why did I choose Kaya? Because I was trying to find a name that started with a K and sounded similar to my old name because it makes it easier to remember and it makes it easier to just transition to the other name. So I was looking up names that started with a K, and first I found Kimberly, and I kind of liked that, and I was just asking people what do you think of my name being Kimberly? And they were just no, that's too basic of a name for you. That's not you at all. And I'm like, you're right. I don't like that name that much anymore. And so I kept looking and I finally found Kaya and I'm like, ooh, I like that name. And I asked people, I'm like, what do you think of Kaya? Isn't that pretty? And they're like, ooh, I do like that. And I was just like, yeah, I like it too. It sounds good for me. And so I thought about it for a while. And I'm just like, you know what? I really like this name. So let's just change my name to Kaya because I really just want it to be Kaya because I know that's my name now. And honestly, one second, you guys. All right, I'm back. So honestly, I really just needed to move on. And the reason that was is I did something that I really was hoping I wouldn't have to do. I I had to cut out my my biological mom and dad because they just they really just don't take me seriously. And they were going behind my back saying all sorts of horrible, horrible things. And I know that a lot of other trans people they just don't give up on their parents, but like I have been through so much with them. They have put me through so much crap. And I'm really tired of it. And I can't handle it anymore. Like literally I have a really high tolerance for crap because I go through crap every day. I'm literally dragged through crap every day. And their crap level was just too much for me. I put up with too much. And I just decided that I'm not going to put up with it anymore because I don't deserve that. I really don't. So I cut them out. And a part of moving on for me was that changing my name because just has too many bad memories associated with them. Okay, off of that heavy, heavy subject, I also changed my hair, which you probably noticed right off the bat. And honestly, that was also a part of moving on too, because I've wanted to do my hair black for years now and years because I just really like the color black and I love the way it just looks on people. And I could imagine myself with it, and I'm just like, I really just want to do it. But people like my parents were always telling me not to do it, that you'll look like a scene freak or a goth. And honestly, those are terrible excuses now that I look back on it. And I hate how I let myself get peer pressured out of it. How I just let them do that. But I'm just glad that now I just don't give any, I don't care anymore. I really just don't care. I do the things that I want to do. And I don't put up with any crap anymore. And I can go to bed with that person because That person has courage. That person doesn't put up with crap. And that person stands up for what is right because they know what's right. And honestly, I'm really sorry that it took so long for me to find that person, because I know you guys need that person to look up to. And I know that you guys need a positive role model. And I'm trying to become that person every day. And I'm trying to be a better person. And there are a lot of things that are going to change. And there are a lot of things coming up, but I don't want to give it away. So I think that's how I'm going to end this video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next video.